outside. Nice way to get things started for Sam Bennett.
All right, out in the water, heat number 4, round number 2. Again, this is an elimination round. 2 riders advance on to round number 3, and 2 riders will call it an event, and that's all she wrote. Mitch Rollins winning that last heat. He, along with Dudu Pedra, advance on out of that heat. So, unfortunately, Mike Stewart not advancing on out of round 2. Very uncharacteristic to bow out in such the early rounds, but Mike Stewart had a really tough time out there, and I'm sure his I don't know, his vibe got a little off track when Guilherme Carrera dropped in on him. Can play a mental game, even though you're not doing the dropping in on. So, out in the water right now, we are looking at heat number 4, round number 2. 30-minute heat. Top 2 waves will be scored, and 12 wave maximum. As you can see, look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. Mike Stewart in the blue jersey making his way out of the water. He's not a happy camper, that's for sure. Look at that down the beach. Who's in position? White and yellow. Way down the beach. Michael Novi ducking under. Mitch Rollins, Sam Bennett taking a look at this one. Comes over that other section, finds the inside section. Nice clean roll right there, and he's claiming it right there, Sam Bennett. Ha! I just wanted to make sure, hey, judges, I pulled this off. I'm out of here. So give us a shout out. Let us know where you're tuning in from on our Google Plus profile page. There's Mitch Rollins taking his time, even though he knows we have to interview him. Mitch Rollins in first. Dudu Pedra in second. Mike Stewart in third. And Guilherme Carrera in fourth. Mike Stewart and Guilherme not advancing on. And we'll have to call this event finish. Oh, my. But Mitch Rollins, he was absolutely riding perfectly out there. Nice, clean lines. It's always a pleasure to watch Mitch Rollins ride because that is probably some of the best riding that you're ever going to see out in the water. Very technical, smooth, and he's not going to bow down to, the small wave tactics. Once again, thank you for tuning in to the Itacoatiara Pro, sponsored by Pride, Uzeki.com and net. Manny V here with Steve Action Jackson. Well, actually, Steve stepped out really quick to take care of a couple things. So go to the Google Plus webpage. Tell me where you're tuning in from. And out the back, here we go. Rocking and rolling. Sergio Luis, the winner of the trials. Nice clean maneuver right there. Sergio Luis, he is hungry. He's one of those fierce competitors that made it out of the trials. And the Brazilians, man, they're punching them out. Tons of quality riders from Brazil in the event still charging. Sergio Luis, one of them. There we go. Round 2, heat 4. Manny V here. Tell me where you're at. So we are going to go straight into round number 3. Out the back in white, Michael Novi. Bottom turning, lot of speed. Nice clean ARS right there. Looked like, actually, I'm going to take another look at that, but it could have been a backflip. Michael Novi, I need to take another look. I put my head down just for a second. I look up. He's coming out of the sky. We're going to take another look at Michael Novi's wave, and that was a perfect, clean landing right there for Novi. One maneuver wave, and he'll take it. Again, 30-minute heats. Only 5 minutes have passed. Sam Bennett with 2 solid waves so far. Michael Novi, that was his first wave. Whew. Oh, my. We are heat number 4 out in the water, round number 2. Where are you at, people? Out the back, taking a look. Here we go. Sergio Luis, the trials winner. Little bumpy on the face of the wave, comes around the section, throws a spin right there, but not a high-scoring wave at all. I mean, he was only to pull off a spin on that one, and not much more. He looked for a section, but the wave just kept running away from him. Thank you all for tuning in. This is the Itacoatiara Pro 2012, sponsored by Pride, Uzeki.com and net. Here we go. Michael Novi out the back. Coming to that inside section, and an ARS, an air roll spin right there from Michael Novi, and he pulls it off, comes into the inside with another roll. Again, these guys are going to put everything on the line because they know the Brazilians. They're going to squeeze every little bit of juice out of every wave, and all the Australians, all the competitors know that, so they're doing the same as well, as you can see from Michael Novi. Woo. Sam Bennett out there, Zach giving a shout out from Port Macquarie, Jamal in Paris at the office. Make sure the volume is down. Oh, look at this out the back. Big invert right there from Magno Passos. He was quiet out there for the first 5 minutes of the heat, but look at that. Big invert right there from Magno Passos. Woo. That was solid. Harley Ward tuning in from Tasmania. Cronulla, Sam Van Kevin. What up? Ben Scott in Perth. What up? Look at this. Out the back. Up and riding in yellow. That is Sam Bennett. Oh, nice. Clean cylindrical roll from Sam Bennett. He actually had some projection off of that one that launched him out into the flats, and he was able to maintain with a clean, smooth landing. He's like 6 foot, I don't know, 6'4". He's a monster out there, and when he goes skyward, that's a lot of mass in the air. So Sam Bennett, clean roll right there. Woo! Unreal, people. Thank you once again. The sun is out here in Brazil for the Itacoatiara Pro. We are just 25, 30 minutes north of Rio de Janeiro on the outskirts of downtown Copacabana.
Yes, we are. I'm back, Manny. 24 minutes from downtown Rio, about half an hour from Copacabana or so, depending on traffic. Sometimes traffic can be so bad it would take you 2 hours.
Oh, my.
But lots of cars on the road down here in Brazil. Sao Paulo and Rio have some serious traffic. The infrastructure is continually improving, getting ready for the 2014 FIFA World Cup and the 2016 Summer Olympics. Meanwhile, we have our own Olympics going on here out in the water, the replay.
That's Michael Novi with a textbook ARS, an air roll spin, and he pulls it off clean, comes around the section, and that is a nice roll right there for Michael Novi. Nice clean maneuvers right here. Set out the back. Anybody in position. It could be Michael Novi on his way back out, turns around, and look at this, dropping in.
Nice. Comes off the bottom, punches a big roll through that. Does he ride out? I don't know if he was going to come out through the white water on that one, Manny. I'd lost him in the camera frame. But there you can see him coming up from underwater. So unable to hold on after that big roll. But nice set from Novi. Nice big roll. Unfortunately, that'll be scored an incomplete maneuver. So while I was out of the booth, I got some information that I thought I should pass on to our viewers. But I'll do that right after the replay.
Look at that. It looked like it was perfectly formed right there. But there's just he actually landed that. I think they will call that a land. And look at that out the back.
All right, this is yellow Sam
Bennett. Oh, nice.
Sam Bennett airing it out.
Wow, clearing a ton of section right there. That was easily, he covered like 4 feet, 2 meters in horizontal and another 2 meters vertical. And Magno, nice roll right there. But Sam Bennett's aerial attack.
Sam going into orbit on that one. He was just suspended in the air, hovering over the wave. That was a nice invert.
That was insane. Magno Passos following it up with a nice clean roll on a nice section right there. So Magno and Michael Novi, clean, smooth wave exchange right there from both of those guys.
Yes, and while we wait for the scores to drop, as you can see, Manny, our live scoring here in the booth is up and running and ready to go. Just real quick to everybody who is tuning in, we're going to take a 10-minute break after this heat. Let's run through the replay, and I'll give you more information.
Sam Bennett, as you can see, maneuvering perfect. Look how much distance he covers on the top of the wave, and then look at the landing. Sam Bennett, all 6'4" of them, just flying through the air, lands clean, and just gets engulfed in that whitewash. And unfortunately, he's not going to get the higher scoring points that he was looking for, but just a massive aerial assault right there from Sam Bennett.
All right, so as I was starting to say, we're going to take a 10-minute break after this heat. So in about 20 minutes, we're going to take a 10-minute break. while they get the seating situated for round 3. We want you to stay tuned. We've got the highlights clip from yesterday coming up. Me and Manny are going to give you a quick little recap of what went down in round 2, who advanced to round 3, and who we're going to see.
Check it out, Jackson. We do have Alex Leon with the winner of the last heat. Alex, where you at, brother?
Yeah, thanks, boys. I'm down here with a Tour de France winner, Mitch Rawlins in the gold jersey. Well done, buddy.
Cheers, mate. The interview's on, is it? Or is it a bit louder?
Yeah, no, interview's on.
Okay, yeah.
Well done. Taking that one out. Nice big invert. Couple of rolls, combination. It's good.
Yeah, it's definitely it's a big playing field out there. It's kind of like a little bit like D-Bar, but the whole beach. And you can't really get locked down in a spot. The rips are just taking you everywhere, and it's still like not as testing as yesterday, but more testing to be in the right position today.
Yeah, there's about 2 or 3 different peaks sort of moving up and down the beach. You managed to find the right wave zone and progress through. There's a bit of a pressure cooker too, that heat.
Yeah, well, I don't really mind losing in that first heat. I think, you win that, you move straight into round 3, but then you go straight into that knockout round anyway. So it's basically just replicating the second round. So it's nice to surf again. I'm not too phased going through the second round in any of these events.
Oh, that's good. Well done. And moved into round 3, mate. So want to say hello to anyone back home?
Yeah, say hello to my girlfriend Gabby and our new dog Dusty and my family, and go the Rabbitohs, go Inglis.
All right, that's Mitch Rawlins' favourite rugby team. He's moved through. And the dog, what's the dog's name?
Dusty.
Dusty. On you, Dusty. Well, back to you boys in the booth.
Yeah, awesome, Mitch. Congratulations, and he's pretty pumped. He's doing very well in this heat. He's advancing on to round number 3, and again, we're gonna take a short minute break as round number 3 gets reseeded, and we're gonna see who and where everybody is at, so we can get them in the booth to rotate us out and give us a break here in the hot seat. Thank you all for tuning in. Robbie Crawford and Matt Kitchen are tuned in California. Welcome, everybody. I know it's really early. The sun is starting to pop up in California. Everybody tuning in, thank you once again. Give us a shout out on our IBA Google Plus webpage or profile page, Round 2, Heat 4. Where are you at? Tell me where you're tuning in from. Mandy V here with Steve Action Jackson. Round number 2, Heat number 4 out in the water. 16 minutes remaining, and this is where we're at.
Yeah, you can see Magno Passos in the blue jersey with a combined score of 12.65 sits in the lead. Michael Novi with a 12.5, and up and riding in the yellow jersey.
Sam Bennett dropping in, trying to stall, trying to look for a lip maneuver in the power zone. Not much there. Releases his legs and gets the speed to get out of there. So, unfortunately, Sam Bennett is currently in 3rd place. He's in the hunt for a 5.91. Sergio Luis with a 6.87. So both of those guys have 16 minutes to go to get in the 1st or 2nd place spot.
All right, so as I was giving you a quick rundown of the situation where we have about 16 minutes remaining, waiting for Sam's last wave to score. Sam needs a 5.91 to move into advancing position. And Sergio Luis, currently sitting in 4th, the Trials champion, needs a 6.87 to move into advancing spot.
Look at this big invert right here from Magno Passos. Totally inverted, tweaking that air, and lands perfectly right there. Little tough on the impact, but he's able to maintain solid wave right there for Magno Passos. That came in as a good score right there. Bigger move, bigger wave, 7.75 for Magno. I should have asked you to turn on the AC while you were up.
You know what? I totally spaced on it, Manny.
That's all right. I just got the sweaty mustache. Once again here in Brazil, Josh Oreo. What up, Zach Dean in Port Macquarie, Cortland as well. Jake in the Sunshine Coast. Check it out. Little lull in the action. We'll be back right after this. Here with Steve Action Jackson, bringing you the live feed from finally the sunny Brazil, here for the Itacoatiara Pro, sponsored by Pride, Uzeki.com and Net. And out the back, it looks like we may have some action. Red taking a look at this one. It is Sergio Luis. Sergio Luis looking left-hander. Nice clean scoop under the lip. Gets barreled. Can he come out of there? Not as clean, but he does come out. Good barrel right there for Sergio Luis. Nice spin off the top. Little slow, but it comes around the section. Oh, little aerial maneuver, but lands on the other wave behind the section. I don't know how the judges are going to rate that or score that one, because he did go on a different wave right there. He's stoked right there, giving the little fist pump right there, the Brazilian fist pump. That is Sergio Luis in the red jersey. Out the back, Magno Passos, live action. Nice, clean. Oh, he gets out of there, but you can see Magno Passos is one of those guys that has those really clean lines, like, drawing the clean lines to go into clean maneuvers. There's another look at Sergio Luis's nice clean barrel. Very technical way to get in the barrel right there. Didn't go all the way to the bottom turn. He actually slid into it mid-face bottom turn and was able to clock some barrel time. And there's a spin. And look at this little thing, little boop. Oh, that was a reverse roll right there. Awesome. Sergio Luis having some fun on the inside there. Ooh, that AC feels good. Thank you, Action Jackson.
Yeah, no worries, Manny. I was starting to get a little warm in here myself, so it's good to have the AC on. Gotta love it. Winter in Brazil, and we're talking about putting the AC on.
I know. Look at this. Welcome to winter in Brazil. Jake Stone, Jeff Hubbard, Mitch Rollins, Amory Laverne, all the boys taking a look at the water, seeing what's going to be in store for them in their heat. In round number 3, coming up next.
Yesterday we saw Amory Laverne with an 8.8 on his big barrel ride. That was one of the highest scores, if not the highest score of the day yesterday. It'll be interesting to see if he can put together another performance like that. If he managed to do that in the trying conditions yesterday, it'd be interesting to see what he puts together in these cleaner conditions now.
That's right. Sam Rayner from the Sunshine Coast in Australia. A ton of Aussies watching. Thank you all for tuning in. Sam in Newcastle. Tim in Newcastle. Marshall from Sydney. Charlie. Yes, Nick Ellick. What up, dog? Atlantic City, New Jersey. JP Devine. What up?
JP.
Yeah. Oh, that's your hood.
Yeah, JP in New Jersey. Since he hit me up, I'd like to take a chance to give a shout out to all my boys back home in New Jersey. Hope you guys are getting some swell. I know you got a little skunk this weekend on the USBA New Jersey Regional Amateur Tour event in Seaside. No waves and no backup wave date beyond Saturday and Sunday. But hopefully the next event you'll get some pumping swell and you guys will be stoked.
Lachlan and the Emerald Store boys, what up from Cronulla? Anthony in Hawaii, home brother. And Yaniv is coming in from New South Wales. Saxon in Sydney. Daniel, what up? Toby in Port. Look at this. Magno out the back.
Magno Passo up and riding, driving down the line. Good speed line, but it sectioned off on him, so he ducked out through the face, and there you can see him paddling back out to the lineup for the next one. Meanwhile, here's another set coming in, and we've got Red Sergio Alonso up and riding. It's an invert off of that end section.
You did the same thing I did. It's Sergio Luis.
Sergio Luis. Sorry, Sergio Alonso is from Chile, correct?
No, Venezuela.
Venezuela. I'm getting all the national mix-ups today.
All good.
My apologies. I know there's a great pride with the South American countries. Don't want to mix them up. Here we go again. Sergio Luis driving, hits the section. Nice tweak. Comes out through the white water. And there you can see he's stoked. Good.
Sergio Luis is your trials winner. A couple days ago, he had to battle through 3 or 4 heats to be able to pull it off, and those were in some heavy, really mixed up victory at sea conditions, and Sergio Luis was able to pull it off in winning the trials. That put him in the main event, and here he is in a do-or-die situation in round number 2. Top 2 riders in heat number 4 will advance on to round number 3. 3rd and 4th will have an equal 25th for 3rd and an equal 29th for 4th place. So this is it. Either you keep chugging along or your contest is over.
Manny and I have made continual reference to the conditions of the trials. Unfortunately, due to Mother Nature, we went through some technical nightmares and were unable to bring coverage of the trials. Up and riding, Sam Bennett.
Oh,
Sam with the flip on that one. Gets out clean, ducks under, out for the next one.
Sam Bennett looking really good out here. He's just need to get together another solid high-scoring wave.
And here we have the replay, Manny. Sam Bennett takes off, drops in, eyeing up the section, and here we go.
Wow, he tweaks his board right there on, I want to say it was an air roll spin, but he threw his board, tweaked it sideways, but it could have been a backflip. So, you know what? We'll just call it a flip for now because he had a little combination of both of those in there.
A lot of people watching video clips, watching the webcast, they have questions about differentiating between a backflip and an air roll spin. Everybody has their own variation, their own style on them. The two maneuvers can look very similar at times. So bear with us. Sometimes we'll make reference to an air roll spin. Usually an air roll spin, the rotations are more defined. But these days, with boards being tweaked out and whatnot, a flip can look like an air roll spin, and on the fly, it's
Michael
tough to
Novi.
discern.
Michael Novi, nice clean barrel right there. Punches through the lip and just gets slammed right there on his, try to do a maneuver on the inside, but he did get a nice clean barrel right there. Yeah, the air roll spin, known to all the bodybuilders as the ARS. And the backflip, yes, a different variation of a aerial maneuver right there. So we'll break it down to you as soon as we get more replays coming up your way later in the event.
Basically, for everybody who's ever seen Pierre-Louis Costas do a backflip, that is a textbook flip. That is clean, it's defined, and then there's variations that lay in the gray area somewhere between a textbook flip and a textbook air roll spin. But anyway, here we have the replay of Michael Novi dropping in, driving for speed, pumping, comes through the barrel section, and kind of section on him. He tried to make something out of nothing on that end section, and just wasn't really happening.
Michael Novi right now sitting in second place. That last score waiting to come in. Look at this. He's on another one. Michael Novi full of energy. Oh,
trippy.
Nice. Another maneuver on the inside right there for Michael Novi, and another one. He's looking for a 5.91 to better his 5.75, his second highest scoring wave. So he's hungry.
That was a smaller wave, but a nice combination of maneuvers on that one. We'll see how that scores with the judges. Definitely one of the smaller waves of the heat, but he definitely utilized it to the best of his ability.
We're going to see a lot of that going down today. The waves have diminished in size, but still perfect waves coming in, and you're going to see a lot more technical riding, more combination maneuvers on, and the sets aren't as hectic as they were the last few days. Here's another look at Michael Novi.
Nice. That's a nice flip off
That's
of
a
that
back
section.
flip right there. Michael Novi pulling off a nice back flip, then comes into the inside.
And the control room is still possessed.
Something's going on in the webcast control room over there. Seriously, that room is possessed.
Honestly, there's got to be evil spirits in that room. If somebody wants to come over and do an exorcism or some whatever.
Black
mumbo
magic.
jumbo.
Oh, my. It's crazy. Look at this out the
Flip
back.
peak. Here we have blue. Magno Passos going on this. We'll wait to see the replay on the other wave. Magno with a nice roll off of that section. All kinds of crazy stuff going on, Manny. We got ceiling panels coming down. We got split peaks. We got crazy, crazy action going on here in Brazil right now. And you know what? The guys in the control room didn't skip a beat. You got to give them credit. Consummate professionals in there. Our boy Ren shaking his head, hands in the air. Are there evil spirits in there with you, Ren? Did you piss off a witch doctor somewhere?
Yeah, it's pretty hectic, and they're only one room over. It's unbelievable. You know what? They're pulling it off, though. With possessed or not, that room is the production guys are pulling it off. Okay, here we are, 5 minutes to go in heat number 4, round number 2, the last heat of elimination round. Out the back, here's another look at Magno Apostles Wave.
Magno driving off the bottom, gets nice projection off that section, arms out, bracing for the landing coming around. And then here you see he comes out of the whitewater, rides out clean. Good wave for Magno. So if I could backtrack just a moment, for those of you who unfortunately, we weren't able to bring you live coverage of the trials. If you go to the IBA World Tour YouTube site, you can see the daily highlight clips and catch all the pounding surf from those heats. Magnu up and down on that one real quick. We had some very big conditions, heavy 12-foot bombs coming in. Up and riding, Sam Bennett throws into a nice little pocket spin, resets his line, combos it with the roll, pulls into a barrel. Nice combination riding from Sam Bennett, but unable to come out of the barrel, but still will be scored on the pocket spin to roll combination.
Nice.
Nice technical riding there, being able to tie together maneuvers like that. Clean, great execution.
6.41 is what he's after, and we'll take another look at his heat right there. Nice, clean, tight spin, able to maintain his rail and come off another mid-face turn, bottom turn, straight into a roll, lands in the pocket, gets covered up. Sam Bennett with a solid wave right there. If he would have came out of that wave, he would have got a lot more higher scoring points for coming out of that barrel as well.
Yeah, I think if he had made it out of that barrel, that would have been the score he was looking for to move into the second and advancing spot. But still, a solid wave nonetheless from Sam Bennett from Port Macquarie. I'm sure his mom, Margot, is online viewing right now. Margot, one of the strong supporters in the world of bodyboarding there. Magno Passo with another nice roll. Rides out through the whitewater.
That was a nice, clean roll from Magno Passos. Thank you all for tuning in. Look at this, out the back.
Sergio Luis tweaks an invert off of that oncoming section. A quick wave for Sergio, but still, making use of it. Nice invert. It's just wave after wave right now, man. The action's nonstop.
Yeah, there's a nice little set right there. Everybody getting a little share of that wave, that set that just rolled in. Let's take another look at Magno's wave.
You can see Magno setting his line. It looked like he dug his elbow in a little bit to scrub a little speed, and then just heads up, punches the roll, comes out through the white water. Nice wave for Magno. All right, and there you can see a shot of the lineup. Some of that shrubbery we were talking about in the camera frame. Absolutely gorgeous here. And here's a replay of Sergio Luis.
Nice tweak right there from Sergio. Almost didn't have time to pull the board back under him, but he pulls it off, Sergio Luis. So stand by, people. Wave exchange went down. We're waiting for all the scores to come down the pipeline. And less than 2 minutes, Sam Bennett has to dig deep to be able to even think about advancing on. Sergio Luis and Sam Bennett are in the pressure cooker right now with 1 minute, 45 seconds to go. It's Magno who has to watch out. These two guys can knock him out of that second place advancement mark. Michael Novi sitting pretty comfortable right now with a 6.75 and a 7.03. Novi's actually killing it in this heat, so is Magno. Both of these guys are killing it. Sam Bennett as well, but he needs that second solid scoring wave. He's looking for a 6.41. He only has a couple minutes to do so. Oh, how's the little butterflies? This place is amazing. Welcome, everybody. This is the Itacoatiara Pro. Sponsored by Pride, Uzeki.com and net.
Yes, up and riding Magno Passo again.
Oh, look at that thing. Nice, clean, glassy condition. Looks like he went for an ARS right there and pulls it off. Magno Passos is trying to better his second high-scoring wave, which is a 5.45. Sergio. Oh, nice. Clean move right there from Sergio Luis. Pulling off an ARS out the back, comes into the inside and pulls another maneuver. So he's digging deep. He needs a 7.08. I'm not sure if that's going to be it. It wasn't a very big wave, but it was solid maneuvering from Sergio Luis in the red jersey.
And there you can see our cameraman panning back, giving you a more scenic view here in Itacoatiara, in Niterói, in the state of Rio de Janeiro. For those of you who have never been here, you need to make it one of your destination spots. There is so much to see and do down here in Brazil. Unbelievable.
Guilherme put out the stat. What he said was like 10 bodyboarders to 3 surfers, which is like 3 to 1 here in